somewhat related to this, but also slightly different. And what's interesting about these three skills, and I'm going to show you how we measure them, is that they all, if you give these tests in beginning readers, they're all strong predictors of children's later reading outcome. And they all make an independent contribution. So when you combine them, you can really estimate who will be a good reader down the road as opposed to who might be at risk for having a reading problem down the road. So here's just one example of a test that we use. There are many others. This is a test where you associate sounds with colored blocks that you put in front of the person whose phonemic awareness skills you're measuring, and you do things like this. If this says F, and you're representing two phonemes, show me if, and what you're looking for is for the person to take off the first block and replace it with another block to indicate that you've just changed the first sound. And measures like this are very good at predicting later reading outcome. Another measure that is a good predictor of later reading outcome is this test. It's called the Rapid Automatized Naming Test, and it was devised by Martha Denkler and Rita Riddell. And you first make sure that children, or whoever you're testing, they know the letters that you have here, but then you ask them to say them as fast as they can. And the speed at which they do this is highly predictive of children's later reading outcome. And it's also an area where, just like the previous test I showed you, children with dyslexia have difficulties with. And then the third test that we give is this one, which is a measure of working memory. This is a digit span. It's a subtest from an IQ test. And it's really the same thing that you do when you're trying to memorize somebody's telephone number, where somebody says to you, I'm going to say a number, several numbers, and I want you to tell them back. And then at some point in the test, it gets even harder, where they say, I'm going to tell you some numbers, and I want you to say them back to me, but in the reverse order. So you have to put them online in your working memory. And what we did is we measured these are all standardized tests, and we measured these in our participants, and then asked, where do we see positive correlations in the brain between these measures and the brain activity? And so for working memory, we see it in left parietal cortex, and for phonemic awareness at the phoneme level, we see correlation in the top of the temporal area here in the back, and in the inferior frontal gyrus. And the rapid naming is in red here. We see correlations also in the inferior frontal gyrus, but it behaves somewhat differently in that it correlates with areas in the right hemisphere. And it's very interesting because in dyslexia research, not only do we know that these are different between children with and without dyslexia, but the children who have difficulties with both rapid naming and phonemic manipulations are the children who tend to be the most severe cases of dyslexia, and that's known as the double deficit group. So what we've shown here is that you can see brain bases for reading early on in children. The areas that they use are also